What's up, you guys? What's up? Welcome back to the show, y'all. Okay, we gotta get into this, and we have to have some discussions. And we have to talk about what's really going on out here. Okay, so since the top of the year, we were saying a lot, and we definitely have been, we definitely have been seeing just about people just in this turmoil. Shit is just hitting the fan left and right. We got the riots going on, we got the living situation. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. And I'm loving. So welcome to the channel. Don't forget, y'all hit that. Okay, while we get into this, and we talk about everything that's going on. But I just want to get into the situation that's going on with the life. So apparently, not only is there, or there is actually still a riot going on in LA, but there's also riots going on in Chicago, right? So let me show you what's this.
With what we are advocating peaceful protest did not create any violence. Nobody was shot, nobody was killed. Get it in your head. And so when martial law is called, what are you going to say? I missed the point. Don't miss the point, you all. Don't think that somehow because they called out the National Guard, there was violence. There was no violence. I was on the street. I know. And I went from downtown detention back out into the community, talking to people what happened in Paramount, what happened in Compton, what happened in Inglewood. So, first of all, get it straight and don't just rely on what you're being told or the few incidents that you saw. And even though
Tearing that apart. And here's my thing, you know, some of these people that's out here riding, some of these people don't even have nothing to do with the motion that these Mexicans and these Latinos are protesting about. You know, this got to be some kind of weird situation when you're busting up people vehicles that's actually just driving by through, trying to go about their day. Like that's weird as fuck. That's weird. Like what? Breaking Compton, California, United States of America. Compton's, I don't know what that word is, street gang leaders put out a clip on social media declaring their area of Compton a riot-free zone, according to multiple reports. They said, without exception, violators will be prosecuted on the spot. Oh my God. I can't play the music, y'all. Wow, look at this. So apparently this is in Compton. So I don't know. I've always wanted to go to Los Angeles. Just ever since I was a little boy, listening to Tupac, I've always been to visit Los Angeles. I think it's a beautiful state. But do majority of Latinos make up Los Angeles more than Texas, or is it just about the same? Um, you guys let me know because I've always wanted to visit LA, and I don't know. I always thought LA was a mixture, like a melting pot, like Louisiana. You know, your girl from Louisiana. So I'm just trying to figure that out. Um, that's Los Angeles make up mostly Latino. How do you know this man? He is dropping off face masks, gas masks, other riot gear in Los Angeles tonight. That man, like if you out here in your regular car committing these kind of atrocities, it's crazy. What is this?
Trying to get out of the way, others standing in front, and others beating the car, trying to slow it down or stop it. And then you'll see the officer right.
What did I just see? This is crazy.
There's the red car that's coming in, and you'll see people trying to get out of the way, others standing in front, and others beating the car, trying to slow it down or stop it. And then you'll see the officer right there as it passed. There were officers lined up there, but the car was able to escape and then take off around the loop.
These motherfuckers, okay, every car that comes down there, they're literally trashing every vehicle that comes down. That is horrible. Do you know what kind of man, you could be having a good ass day and then you just take the wrong turn. This is literally taking a wrong turn at the wrong time. For real.
And ultimately we tracked it all the way to Clark and Cicero, where our chopper Skywatch was unable to catch up with it. Cermak, sorry. And you'll see people trying to get out of the way. Others.
It is. Thread after thread after thread. Let me see if I can go and find that thread where they were saying that it was actually. There were actually what was the word? They said that they had an actual Craigslist listing out for hiring people. Now I don't believe that, but they said there was a job listing on Craigslist where people actually paying $3,000 to $6,000 for people to go out there and riot. They didn't care if you were going out there to be peaceful. They didn't care if you were going out there to cause havoc. They didn't care if you were going out there to be a looter. They didn't care what you were going out there to do. They were literally paying $3,000 to $6,000 for protesters to go out there. Let me know if you guys heard that before.
Traffic. See, someone's.
No commercials. Let's see. Awesome. The Salvadorian restaurant in downtown Los Angeles took in their officers and provided them first aid during the riots. They even fed them as well. There are some good people. Shout out to. Damn, what else are they playing music? Shout out to just the regular, police workmen that actually are trying to be what we call good Samaritans in this time. Police officers have a hell of a job. And I know they got some bad cops out there, but they also got some good cops out there. So we can't, it's hard to kind of like distinguish between the two sometimes because, to me, policing is like a game. You know what I mean? So, but to see that these people, had the audacity to be decent human beings to the very people that are deporting people, that speaks volumes. So shout out to the restaurant. They didn't even name them. Oh, Salvadorian restaurant. Salvadorian. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Restaurant in Los Angeles, just for being a good human being. You know what I mean? I can't play it because it looked like they putting something in his face. He might have got sprayed with something. Looked like he might have sprayed with something. Wow. People are doing the most. Now they're saying there's looting going on. This is 22 hours ago. ICE riots in Austin, Texas are starting to look like the ones in Austin, guys. I love Austin. Austin, y'all got a beautiful, beautiful state. I love it. Oh, I especially really love about Austin. I love the fact that they got those beautiful houses on the hills. Oh my God. I was like, I literally was driving. I don't even know what part I was in. But I tell you what, Austin got some nice places. But I was in Austin and they had these beautiful rocky, like landscape mountains or something, and they had houses up there. So it was just a beautiful scenery. It wasn't too desertish, but it was more like, it was beautiful. I can't even describe it, but they have some beautiful landscape homes. out there. It's very spacious. It's very clean. Their barbecue is so good. I mean, real good. And it's just a diverse little city. I just love Austin. So yeah, shout out to Austin. Austin. Love Austin. Oh my god. Look at all these people. Where's some of these signs in? It says child, the signs is in Hispanic writing. Do not trust the government. Freedom for prepare for everything. Brown is business. Right now, brown is business. And this look peaceful, might I add you. If this is in Austin, this looks peaceful. It looks like these people are just, protesting and walking, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I just wish they had the same temperament for BLM when they protested, because this is a totally different temperature when Black Lives Matters was out there protesting. It was just like, man, it was crazy. It was so crazy. Welcome to the channel, y'all. Y'all just got this far. Make sure y'all like the video. I'm not covering Diddy News right now because Diddy News is all over the place and it's so draining. That has to be the most energy sucking, life force taking. I mean, when I'm listening to the Diddy trial, it drains my energy. Like I can't do it all day like people are doing. So I wanted to turn to a different topic. You know what I mean? Just do something different, y'all. Just do something little different. I mean, bless their heart. You know how hot it is outside these days? You know what I'm saying? I hope they're taking care of themselves. And I have a right to feel like I feel because no matter, to me, no matter what nationality you are, still people are human beings. And the way the system is set up, they could have had a better system of how they was going to handle illegals way before this problem was on Trump's, way before this problem became something Trump wanted to address. I think the United States have a horrible system with so many different things. I mean, I can go on about the jail systems are horrible, the way they process people in court, and the court system is crooked. I mean, sometimes matters are just pushed to the forefront, and if they're not addressed properly, this is what you get. You get people that get, they get so fed up. This is the last resort. This is all the power that they have. But this is just enough power for them to make change. Do I agree with illegals being in the United States? No, I think everybody should follow the rules. Everybody should be able to. Everybody should follow the rules of becoming a citizen or, getting a visa to come over and live in the United States. I do firmly believe that. But the way they are systematically just targeting them, like just specifically targeting them, it's just scary. Like, you know what I mean? Like these folks I seen a clip where I hope I could find it. I'm not really sure. I seen a clip where they were just going to random jobs where Mexican Latinos or Mexican people work, and they were actually literally just yanking them off the job and just putting them in the ice truck. Like, I'm gonna try to find that clip, but everybody has a right as a human to be treated like a human. It's just like, can we not find a system that works? I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, we have a system that works. They're not going through the system. It's not working, I'm saying, out there. Illegals are crossing the border. There are people that are doing this. Okay, I get that. But completely just snatching people out of their lives is crazy. There has to be a better way. But I also understand when people say, well, just follow our rules. This is the United States. If you want to be a part of our country, you need to come in here. You need to come in here legally. So I do get both parts. see if they got some live first. So let me see. Let me see. Hopefully y'all like the video. But let me know how y'all feel about the protest. Because now they're saying, I mean, I believe there are like 3 or 4 protests going on currently at one time. Yeah.
Got your tax refund?
Share the screen. So yeah, I'm currently trying to get more. I need to get my subscribers up, y'all. So please help your girl out and subscribe to the channel because I'm just gonna tell you how it is and how I feel. Let me unmute this if this thing can get out of my way. All right.
Or then speeding away. So unclear exactly what we were seeing there. Also, large protests underway. And
the people are holding some time. This protest has stretched for blocks from each side of the avenues, from 6th Avenue. We're now on Hudson Street, and we've been going for about nearly 2 hours. And you can see people are holding signs saying ICE out of New York City. We've seen
They're protesting. They don't have a choice but to let them protest. There's nothing they can do unless it become unruly or disruptive. You know what I mean? So for him to be saying like, "Oh yeah, they're letting them march the street," from my understanding, shit, New York is already crowded, so some of them people may not even be protesters. But then again, let's see.
tire out and then stop.
Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to share something. I'm gonna play that slide. Hold on 1 second. Because I'm trying to get as much coverage on some stuff. Yeah, make some really wild. I'm trying to find something real quick. I'm gonna have to go back over here and do it. I didn't know my thing does that. You know what I mean? Like, if I want to move one tab over, it's for sure. Let me see. Let me go back. Yeah, it's over right there. Yeah, so please push up. The big from this box. I don't mind bigger from the subscribers. I'm sure. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta just keep trying and doing the best. I'm trying to trying to who we could watch the coverage on. So much Diddy being covered. It's crazy. Let me see. Because this is just so but at least it's peaceful, you know what I don't got I'm sure I hate a commercial. The shit don't it don't work anyway.
Enforcement has not made any attempts to break this up. They've not made any attempts to push them in any kind of direction. I would assume at this point they're just going to kind of let that curfew take place and then make a decision one way or another how they want to handle it from there. Obviously, I would expect our local law enforcement to, do this the way that they typically do when we have curfews and an unlawful assembly type situations where they'll give people plenty of warnings and try to get them to get out of the area, and then eventually you'll see arrests. The difference tonight, though, is law enforcement will be able to stop anyone in the downtown LA area after 8 p.m. and verify that they have a legitimate reason to be there. They don't need necessarily probable cause to make that stop. They don't need to give unlawful assembly orders. They don't need to give dispersal orders after that 8 p.m. So it really allows law enforcement to say, hey, you're here, you shouldn't be, get out, go away, otherwise you will go to jail. And if they don't, then they will be arrested. So Pat, we're still waiting for that press conference from Governor Newsom. It does appear it's on his end. I checked a couple of our different feeds here. There was no audio on any of them, and then they just kind of stopped it. So we'll see if they restart that once they figure out their audio issues. But it'll be interesting to see what his message is tonight, Pat.
That's for sure. We know about that lawsuit that he filed being blocked for the time. I believe the judge didn't say this was an indefinite, but not right now. He was not going to agree to what Governor Newsom and Attorney General Bonta asked for in that lawsuit to block the militarization from President Trump.
And they want to do oral arguments. The judge wants to hear oral arguments from the two sides.
Okay, but right now we're going to go to our Lori Perez. She is at a faith gathering, an interfaith gathering in downtown Los Angeles, where they are holding a vigil. They're having prayers in response to the ICE raids. And it looks like they still have speakers, Lori.
They do, Pat. And in fact, I just heard the woman behind me right now calling for a prayer for all those people who are detained. Additionally, just a few minutes ago, I heard them making the announcement about that curfew, letting the crowd know here that that was in place and advising them about what that means for people who are here in downtown Los Angeles. I will, remark once again, this is the image perhaps that most people hoped that the protests would be over the past few days. This is a group of hundreds of people continuing to grow, a group of people who are hosted by the Archdiocese's Immigration Task Force and other interfaith leaders and community leaders from throughout the city and the county.
Yeah, okay, so this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. This is setting a precedent. Okay, these people are protesting. Let me show you. That was Los Angeles. Los Angeles is actually putting in a curfew, right? Let me see if I can get this. This is downtown Chicago. What's going on there? I don't think it has no sound, but this is Chicago. And they've assembled their own protest. It's not only. So it's Los Angeles, Chicago, Austin, Texas. So Texas, which I'm really shocked. Texas, I don't think Dallas. That's actually. So you got Chicago, Los Angeles. Okay, But it's not what it came to. Yeah. If I can, what this was. I already knew it was going to be dropping. Shit. This is now they don't want to try Chicago. Chicago is set some shit up. And then they ain't gonna think about nothing. Tearing some shit up. I'm always curious to know how do they, being that they got one in Los Angeles, Austin, and Chicago. I'm always curious to know how do these people find each other in such a small way? Do every area just start downtown? Because I don't understand how they can mobilize so many people so quickly. Because I know Los Angeles, they had a lot going on. I'm gonna try to find some clips of what's going on in Los Angeles when it first started. If y'all didn't see it, we're gonna watch it together. But for to say all these people got together so quickly, I'm kind of like, where, was there a memo that went out? Like, how did everybody say, okay, we're gonna be downtown at 7 a.m. or at 12 noon? Like, I always wonder how it happens. Okay, so apparently Gavin Newsom, Los Angeles, let's see what he got to say. Apparently he's on the papers. I thought people get around there.
At this moment, we all need to stand up and be held to account, a higher level of accountability. If you exercise your First Amendment rights, please, please do it peacefully. I know many of you are feeling deep anxiety, stress, and fear, but I want you to know that you are the antidote to that fear and that anxiety. What Donald Trump wants most is your fealty, your silence to be complicit in this moment. Do not give in to him. Targeting hardworking immigrant families, regardless
First 3 minutes. And the color.
anything we've seen.
Am I tripping out to that? That's one color you don't have no sound. It looks a lot more clear because on here he looks
Before. On Saturday morning, when federal agents jumped out of an unmarked van near a Home Depot parking lot, they began grabbing people. a deliberate targeting of a heavily Latino suburb. A similar scene played out when a clothing company was raided downtown. In other actions, exert even more control. And by the way, Trump, he's not opposed to lawlessness and violence downtown.
Let me stop.
Those raids continue as I speak. California is no stranger to immigration enforcement, but instead of focusing on undocumented immigrants with serious criminal records and people with final deportation orders, a strategy both parties have long supported, this administration is pushing mass deportations, indiscriminately targeting hardworking immigrant families, regardless of their roots or risk. What's happening right now is very different than anything we've seen before. On Saturday morning, when federal agents jumped out of an unmarked van near a Home Depot parking lot, they began grabbing people, a deliberate targeting of a heavily Latino suburb.
I told y'all that happened. That was a real thing. These people pulled up at a job site where Latinos was working. They started really grabbing people. I gotta find the clip.
A similar scene played out when a clothing company was raided downtown. In other actions, a U.S. citizen, 9 months pregnant, was arrested. A 4-year-old girl taken, families separated, friends quite literally disappearing. In response, everyday Angelenos came out to exercise their constitutional right to free speech and assembly, to protest their government's actions. In turn, the state of California and the city and county of Los Angeles sent our police officers to help keep the peace. And with some exceptions, they were successful. Like many states, California is no stranger to this sort of unrest. We manage it regularly and with our own law enforcement. But this, again, was different. What then ensued was the use of tear gas, flashbang grenades, rubber bullets, federal agents detaining people and undermining their due process rights. Donald Trump, without consulting California law enforcement leaders, commandeered 2,000 of our state's National Guard members to deploy on our streets, illegally and for no reason. This brazen abuse of power by a sitting president inflamed a combustible situation, putting our people, our officers, and even our National Guard at risk. That's when the downward spiral began. He doubled down on his dangerous National Guard deployment by fanning the flames even harder. And the president, he did it on purpose. As the news spread throughout LA, anxiety for family and friends ramped up. Protests started again. By night, several dozen lawbreakers became violent and destructive. They vandalized property. They tried to assault police officers. Many of you have seen the video clips of cars burning on cable news. If you incite violence, I want to be clear about this. If you incite violence or destroy our communities, you're going to be held to account. That kind of criminal behavior will not be tolerated. Full stop. Already more than 220 people have been arrested, and we're reviewing tapes to build additional cases, and people will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Again, thanks to our law enforcement officers and the majority of Angelenos who protested peacefully, the situation was winding down and was concentrated in just a few square blocks downtown. But that's not what Donald Trump wanted. He again chose escalation. He chose more force. He chose theatrics over public safety. He federalized another 2,000 Guard members. He deployed more than 700 active U.S. Marines. These are the men and women trained for foreign combat, not domestic law enforcement. We honor their service. We honor their bravery. But we do not want our streets militarized by our own armed forces, not in LA, not in California, not anywhere. We're seeing unmarked cars in school parking lots, kids afraid of attending their own graduation. Trump is pulling a military dragnet all across Los Angeles, well beyond his stated intent to just go after violent and serious criminals. His agents are arresting dishwashers, gardeners, day laborers, and seamstresses. That's just weakness masquerading as strength. Donald Trump's government isn't protecting our communities. They're traumatizing our communities. And that seems to be the entire point. California will keep fighting. We'll keep fighting on behalf of our people, all of our people, including in the courts. Just yesterday, we filed a legal challenge to Donald Trump's reckless deployment of American troops to a major American city. Today, we sought an emergency court order to stop the use of the American military to engage in law enforcement activities across Los Angeles. If some of us could be snatched off the streets without a warrant, based only on suspicion or skin color, then none of us are safe. Authoritarian regimes begin by targeting people who are least able to defend themselves, but they do not stop there. Trump and his loyalists, they thrive on division because it allows them to take more power and exert even more control. And by the way, Trump, he's not opposed to lawlessness and violence as long as it serves him. What more evidence do we need than January 6th? I ask everyone, take time, reflect on this perilous moment. A president who wants to be bound by no law or constitution, perpetuating a unified assault on American traditions. This is a president who in just over 140 days has fired government watchdogs.
Okay, we're gonna get back to him. You know, my thing is with Gavin Newsom and Trump, they sit together all day and just back and forth blame each other. I mean, these are supposed to be leaders. There is no leadership. These folks are gonna burn this shit down before they even get their shit together. It's like, okay, yeah, we get the curfew. We get all of that. The entire beginning of the video, he was over there just fucking having a pissing contest with Trump. Oh, it's Trump's fault. He's insinuating this. Yeah, Trump is the president. He is supposed to lead. And this is my thing with this is why these kind of people do not need to control job. My nerves is just too bad. But let's go over here because I just seen hold on, let me present something. They too busy like blaming each other. Like, what the hell? So apparently they're sending a bomb squad. They're sending a bomb squad into Chicago. I told you Chicago is not to be fucked with. I don't know why they go there fucking with Chicago. It says breaking. This is 30 minutes ago. I don't know the channel, guys. I'm just on Twitter, just me and Nova like everybody else. So police in Chicago are now reporting bomb squad to downtown after an anti-ICE rioter entered the sewer system and planted suspicious item. This is mayhem. We're getting very close to needing National Guards deployed to Chicago. So what the fuck are you doing in a sewer system? What? And I do feel like some of this should be fear mongering, but then again, you never know. You know what I'm saying? You got to take all precautions. Because mind you, everybody ain't paying attention to everything that's going on. So yes, it could be other people too, like the opposite position. This might not be people that's part of this protest, but you never know. People have so much hate and vitriol in this country against each other, and that really sickens me. But the fact that this could probably be somebody that has nothing to do with ICE at all, and this could be a terrorist thing, or it could be just a lot of different scenarios. It could be somebody that just want to, have a mass bombing. It could be serious. This is why this is so unnecessary. It's just. Apparently, that's supposed to be the bomb store. Not bad. Y'all, we gonna be slow roasting today. Oh yeah, I remember this picture. I think this was the guy that was riding around passing out something on a video. They had a video. So apparently, rioters threw suspected pipe bomb now just in LA and blew up a car. It's 46.
What the fuck is that? Oh my god, they just blew up a car. Get it, get it, get it, get it.
I really don't think this is all protesters doing this shit. What is the purpose of that when they're trying to be heard? Blowing up people's fucking cars, random cars, just don't sit like that don't sit like what a protester would do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so much shit happening all at one time. You can't even differentiate. You know the word shit. Between what's real and what's fake. So I don't think some of this shit is going to be a mixed bag. That's basically what I'm saying. Some of this shit is just not all these protesters. If you're protesting in the middle of the street, why the fuck would you be carrying a bomb? You know what I'm saying? Like you don't care.
Hey, just tell me we're gonna move, all right?
So nobody can put the fire out either. That's fucked up. I would hate for that to be my car, right? You ain't got shit to do with what's going on. You probably up there visiting somebody because it looked like it's downtown by a hospital or something. And your car is targeted. And Lord forbid if it's a Tesla, that's insane. They've been burning those Teslas up left and right. And you know, in California, they have Los Angeles, they have those self-driving cars. Did y'all see what they did to those cars? That was crazy. That was crazy.
They just blew up a fucking car. They blew it up.
Crazy. What this says, break-in Democratic rioters. Okay, so they claim this is Democratic. This is the opposition that I was telling you about, the Democrats. Because they're saying like Los Angeles is a blue state. It didn't turn red until, Trump got elected. But ultimately, it can never turn a red state. It's always been a blue state. So Democratic riots are shooting at the police in broad daylight. They are literally trying to murder law enforcement. See, this is a whole political agenda thing. Of course. Like, how do you know he's a damn Democrat? That's his name. January 6th.
Bricks at the police. Holy cow, they're throwing bricks at the police. Bricks at the police.
Searching up something else. Hold on, let's go back over here. Oh yeah, let's go back to Mr. Live. Let's go back. Go back.
Hold him accountable for corruption and fraud. He's declared a war on culture, on history, on science, on knowledge itself. Databases, quite literally, are vanishing. He's delegitimizing news organizations, and he's assaulting the First Amendment. and the threat of defunding them. At threat, he's dictating what universities themselves can teach. He's targeting law firms and the judicial branch that are the foundations of an orderly and civil society. He's calling for a sitting governor to be arrested for no other reason than to, in his own words, for getting elected. And we all know this Saturday, he's ordering our American heroes, the United States military, and forcing them to put on a vulgar display to celebrate his birthday, just as other failed dictators have done in the past. Look, this isn't just about protests here in Los Angeles. When Donald Trump sought blanket authority to commandeer the National Guard, he made that order apply to every state in this nation. This is about all of us. This is about you. California may be first, but it clearly will not end here. Other states are next. Democracy is next. Democracy is under assault before our eyes. This moment we have feared has arrived. He's taking a wrecking ball to our founding fathers' historic project. 3 co-equal branches of independent government. There are no longer any checks and balances. Congress is nowhere to be found. Speaker Johnson has completely abdicated that responsibility. The rule of law has increasingly been given way to the rule of Don. The founding fathers, they didn't live and die to see this kind of moment. It's time for all of us to stand up. Justice Brandeis, you said it best. In a democracy, the most important office, with all due respect, Mr. President, is not the presidency, and it's certainly not governor. The most important office is office of citizen. At this moment, we all need to stand up and be held to account, a higher level of accountability. If you exercise your First Amendment rights, please do it peacefully. I know many of you are feeling deep anxiety, stress, and fear, but I want you to know that you are the antidote to that fear and that anxiety. What Donald Trump wants most is your fealty, your silence.
Sir, your city is burning. We are not here to talk about Donald Trump. And this is the thing too. They always say, oh, we got this under control. Things are not hectic as they seem. I mean, there's literally people saying they're being looted. There was a jewelry shop. Let me see if I can find it. I'm gonna let it play, but let me see if I can find it. There was a jewelry shop that was looted in Los Angeles, and they literally wiped out the entire jewelry shop. And when the lady finally made it downtown, she was completely flabbergasted that not only was it ransacked, like they wiped it completely out. She had nothing left, no jewelry or anything, and it blew her mind. She was like, "Oh wow, crazy."
Silence to be complicit in this moment. Do not give in to him.
All right, so that was the end. A whole bunch of shift planning. I don't hear any results. I mean, I don't hear any actionable plans that came out. Because he looked so damn. Let's stop that. Cancel that. Let's go back to Chicago. So, that was it's out there. Yeah. Be down and say it. That shit is wild. It's like a whole bunch of Usually they're trying to contain somebody, and that and people are not going to like that drag. Now that's just unsafe. Like they got 3 of these police officers, and they're supposed to be able to stand up against all of these people not knowing. Law enforcement is a hard job, especially in times like this. You gotta agree, like law enforcement is hard to do in this kind of work, and that is crazy. Okay, so I wasn't even reading. This is in Arizona. Okay, so, oh wow. Okay, so this is a lot. This is 4 hours ago. 4 hours ago in Arizona. So I guess they're riding. I need to stop using that word because that's not what's on. So apparently they're protesting in Arizona too. That's crazy.
You can't give that. You can't call an ambulance.
There's no ambulance to be had. Right there. You guys created. Right there. What happened? There's an emergency response.
You shot her.
I keep saying rioters because every outlet is saying rioters, and they're not saying protesters. And shit, I'm getting confused.
In the head. You can't, and they want to leave her here.
Hey, be a good citizen and take your.
No, you should. You're here to protect and serve. Aren't you here to protect and serve? Aren't you here to protect and serve?
You did that, so
You're
you
gonna
fucking take care of it. What the fuck is wrong with you?
The longer you stay here, the longer it's gonna take for ambulance to get here.
No, that's such a lie. Get a damn ambulance here. No, you shot.
What did he say? That man said he said the longer you stand here, the longer it's gonna take for ambulance to get here. Was he even on the phone? What the
What's wrong with you?
The longer you stay here, the longer it's gonna take for ambulance to get here.
No, that's such a lie.
Oh my God. He just called him straight out like you is so full of shit. You ain't even on the phone with the ambulance, but you got the nerve to tell us. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. That's just too much. These people are under extreme stress.
You're here to protect and serve? Aren't you here to protect and serve?
You mean to tell me a rubber bullet can have you like that? Oh my God. Look at his face. It's like he got a gash, like right there. Wow. Where did they pop him? Like, he's probably, hopefully he's not blind or something. Man, he can't even get up. Like they hit him on the side of the face. That is crazy.
You can't, and they want to leave her here.
Hey, be a good citizen and take your.
No, you should. You're
That's a woman. I'm sorry. That's a woman, y'all. That's a woman.
Don't you here to protect and serve? Aren't you here to protect and serve? Aren't you here to protect and serve?
You did that, so you fucking take care of it. What the fuck is wrong with you?
The longer you stay here, the longer it's gonna take for ambulance to get here.
No, that's such a lie. Get a damn ambulance here. No, you shot her in the head with a rubber bullet.
Back off.
No, we're trying to get you to just make a fucking phone call.
That is crazy. And you know ain't no ambulance coming out there because how are they going to get to them, first of all? We are in the midst of literally ground zero of a freaking protest. They had to I know people are probably going to say, yeah, poor baby, but she knew what she was getting into if she was going to be out there protesting and all of that stuff. My thing is, gosh, just avoid it if you can. I know it's like so easier said than done, but if you could just avoid it, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get all up in the police's face like that, but just do you without having to go through this.
Kid, what are you looking at? Don't make her fall asleep.
It's crazy. I would not. I don't want to hear it. Is he cussing him out? Because they need to cuss his ass out. Hey, California Sheriff slammed Governor Newsom. Yeah. He definitely. The rioter tried to set a trap for the horse mounted Los Angeles police by trying to light them on fire. Oh yeah, you fuck with their horses, they're gonna something about those animals, like especially those service animals, they will kill you behind those service animals. Sure. The way they act with those canine dogs, you do not want to kill the horse. That is animal cruelty, and you probably won't make it out. They be, I'm an animal lover. I don't have anything. I'm an animal lover. I love animals from a distance. You can't come in my house, but I love animals. My dad actually had horses. My dad had like 2 horses, and those were his babies. At one point, he wouldn't even, he was a countryman, so he wouldn't even park. Sometimes he wouldn't even park his car in the driveway. He would always use his regular car for his horses, like be under there for shade. If it was cold, rain, or stuff like that. So I'm around a lot of animal lovers. If he want to be famous, he's gonna be famous. They're gonna find him. Those are those cars I was telling you about. Those self-driving cars. Those are those self-driving vehicles they have in Los Angeles. I've seen some videos where people are actually getting locked into those cars. He's standing on that self-driving vehicle where it picks you up in a self-driver and it takes you. And then they burnt down, oh Lord, I want to say almost 10 to 20 of them. And they say these cars cost about $600,000 a piece. $600,000 for one vehicle. And they have been burning them back to back. You see, this is one. I have to get some water in a second. What should something break in the rioters?
You've seen, we've charged one.
Hold on, girl. The rioters. Oh, this is June 9th. Okay, this was yesterday. The rioters who threw projectiles at federal vehicles, injuring officers, was arrested by the FBI. Thanks to everybody's help. So yeah, they did say that they had people that was actually in the protest. There was actually not protesters or rioters, but they were literally people that were going around with their videos, snapping pictures of people just with anything. They were just taking pictures of everybody in those areas to send them. The FBI has I think they said the FBI has set up a tip line where you can send in photos, you can send in videos, any little tips you can send in to, find out what these people are doing, that those looters and things like that. So yeah, they definitely have a lot going on. That's what I'm saying. So you guys can have lines like this, but you can't form a better way of removing illegals out of the country. You could set up all of these resources when it's shit hit the fan, but you couldn't do it before. Shit is backwards.
The looters, you saw they assaulting federal officers. The Molotov cocktail cases that you've seen, we've charged one, more to come, 3 outstanding. The looters, you saw they began to loot last night, going into 7-Elevens, going into drugstores. Typically, you don't charge those. We do under federal law now. Under the Hobbs Act, we are charging robbery. You loot a business in California, you are looking at maximum of 20 years in prison. You spit on a federal law enforcement officer, no more. As President Trump said, you spit, we hit. Get ready. If you spit on a federal law enforcement officer, we are going to charge you with a crime federally. You are looking at up to 5 years maximum in prison. The cinder block case, Sean. Remember that case? We have breaking news right now. The case where the guy was breaking up the cinder blocks and he was throwing them at police cars. The federal officer had injured his hand. He was wearing a mask. The FBI has identified him. Bill Isaly, our incredible U.S. attorney out there working with ATF, DEA, and the FBI have been doing a remarkable job. That guy has just been identified, and they are doing a search warrant on his house as we speak. And he has been identified. See his face. He is going to be on, his name is Reyes. He is going to be on the most wanted list. You have broken the news. His face is out there right now. That's him. He has been identified by great police work by the FBI. So you can run. You can't hide. We are coming after you federally. If you assault a police officer, if you rob a store, if you loot, if you spit on a police officer, we're coming after you.
Okay, I want to be very clear. You said a lot there, Pam. There's a lot that I didn't know that.
I was trying to find that video with those. I'm still looking for that video where they deported those Mexicans. Seriously.
The National Guard in front of the federal building. But as far as this intersection where we're seeing all this take place.
Okay, so bionic shields around $60 each are being trucked into Los Angeles riots. President Trump was right. It's a paid insurrection. The Democratic Party is waging war against American citizens. Literally, this is beyond crazy. How does this end? Okay, I don't know what that's for. I don't know even know. Sorry, I don't know what that's for. Okay, so that's feet. And his body is crossed. Is that feet and that's feet? Whose feet is this? Okay. Yeah, okay. I don't.
What you get paid to do?
Thank you, Monet. Dior said, not gonna lie, I feel bad for them people. They are literally hunting Hispanics only, so protest, but do it in peace. I agree. I agree. However, they did have some other races that they actually did deport, but it was not in nowhere near the amount of people, near the Hispanic people that they were deporting. So you actually do have a point. They are literally targeting people of those descendants, that ethnicity. And it just seems that way because they cover it more. Well, no, it is that way. So you are absolutely right about that. I do agree. And they do have the right to protest. I've said that from the beginning. They have a right to protest. Like, you can't tell people they can't protest. This is America. You have a right to freedom of speech. You have a right to bear arms. You have a lot of rights in America. And unfortunately, protesting and marching, that's a form of, your rights. You have a right to do that. So, I mean, it's fair to say that if they're going to protest, I think they should do it in peace as well. Breaking into people's, we've seen this 1,000 times for protests. It's like it always goes left. For some odd reason, nothing gets done but a whole bunch of damage to the city. People have to clean it up. A lot of people property get vandalized. Like, it's just, our system is broken. Not America, because I love my country. I love America. I wouldn't go anywhere else. So I love my country. Okay, I'm loud and proud American. I love our country, but we do have to call a spade a spade. There are some things in America that just needs to be fixed, like severely, like within our own system. And before we get to foreign, before we get to all the foreign politics mess, we just have some things in our own system that need to be fixed. So it's just a lot to address. But thank you for your comments, sweetie. Thank you. than this. This is what? Oh, they were trying to barricade themselves back, I guess. I guess nobody at work tonight. I don't know what to say. I don't think these people. Nobody's at work. I guess every business or every job is on autopilot tonight. Couple nights, 5 nights for Los Angeles. I'm gonna run to get some water, guys. So I'm just gonna let this play, but I'm be right back.
Nah, this is crazy, bro. Yeah. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you.
Oh, I was on mute, y'all. I came back with my water and I forgot to unmute myself. I think I did unmute myself. What's with the how do you say that thing that they wear on their face? What is what a let me not say that, probably cancel.
This is
I said it had to be New York. I didn't even know this was New York, but I kind of picked up on it. New York is deep money. They don't want to go with New York is deep, okay? They are deep. All right, it's already an overpopulated city. You don't want none of New York. Let me see. Let me get oh, it's almost. Let me let that look. Oh, I'm gonna need a little drink for this. Y'all gonna have to get y'all some drink too, because this gonna be a long weekend. And what? It's gonna be a long week. That's what I have to say. Let me back up out of this. Let's see. That was cool.
Let's get it popping. Let's get as many people in here as we can to spread awareness for what's going on in our country. Let's get it popping. Let's get as many people in here as we can to spread awareness for what's going on in our country.
to get into the comments because the comments be all over the place. You know, but they went to hell and back. Gotta be New York. Yeah, I'm only saying that because I can't see. Even close up, I can't even see what's going on. You heard me say it. Did he say that? Oh, Lord. Don't they look out of place? Who are those two guys? They look completely out of place. It's getting crazy. All right, let's see. Sir, we don't care about that. We don't care about that. What's going on? For that. New York City protest. I didn't ask for that. Where I look from the video. These people are going to be out on the. Your chat. How long I think I should stay from them?
Oh, I gotta get over there, chat. Something's happening over here, chat. There it is. Sorry, guys.
Let him go! Can't do that! Let him go! Let him go! Let him go! Let him go! You can't do that!
And then once again, you know.
Let him go!
why this video don't have no sound, y'all. I don't know. I don't know.
Blocks has, especially of the graffiti that is just blanketing a number of blocks, has been extensive. We are 1 year away from the World Cup. This is about beautifying our city and bringing our city together. And so I am calling on business leaders, community leaders, faith leaders to come together downtown in the next few days to talk about how we are going to clean up the city. Obviously, city workers are already out there removing the graffiti, but this is so extensive, it's going to take community-wide involvement. We had launched a program called Shine LA a couple of months ago in preparation for the World Cup, and now we are called on to direct that citywide. We need people from all over the city to come to downtown and to help with this effort, especially of the graffiti that is just blanketing a number of blocks, has been extensive. We are 1 year away.
She's talking about cleaning up the city, because first you're going to have to get the people to go back home first before you can actually clean it. I guess.
Away from the World Cup. This is about beautifying our city and bringing our city together. And so I am calling on business leaders, community leaders, faith leaders to come together downtown in the next few days to talk about how we are going to clean up the city. Obviously, city workers are already out there removing the graffiti, but this is so extensive, it's going to take community-wide involvement. We had launched a program called
Going to take the rest of the summer, man. Those same people that's out there doing it, y'all need to be picking them and putting them back to community. So I don't know.
Called Shine LA a couple of months ago in preparation for the World Cup, and now we are called on to direct that citywide. We need people from all over the city to come to downtown and to help with this.
We're gonna have to pull some people in too from some other states. So those people that's doing that, those are people that's cleaning for people.
Effort, especially of the graffiti that is just blanketing a number of blocks.
Okay, enough of that now. Let's see, is there anything else? Anything new?
And attempting to infiltrate and occupy federal buildings wearing armor and face shields. The best money can buy, somebody's financing it. We're going to find out through Pam Bondi and Department of Justice who it is. They're already on it. Who's financing all this equipment? Very professional.
We're going to work this out. This is Los Angeles. Austin or Los Angeles. Now, I'm going to have to agree, this is not protest. This is just some benchy, raunchy crap. What you on top of the vehicle that can hit a rock or something and you roll back and bust your head? That's not. Crypto Arena. Looks like a nice arena. Has to be Los Angeles, so this is giving me very much Angeles vibes. Crypto, I just trying to get the facts for y'all. Just trying to get the facts for y'all. And I was covering the P. Diddy trial, but Crypto Arena. That's what I was looking at. I'm trying to see if been running out. Oops, can't even do that right. Los Angeles. I should know from the bikes. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. He out there in. Look at this. Calluses on his feet. Let's see what they got to say about this. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. They was downtown doing bad in Los Angeles. This had nothing to do with the protests.
Oh, looting.
So apparently somebody had already busted out the windows to the place. Somebody had already busted the windows out. People are already in there. So this person, whoever it is, he's just walking up on it. Mind you, everybody has cameras. So by you looting, that's stupid.
Looting. They're looting. You guys, they're looting. Can I get a new pair of shoes too?
See, that's how you know people came swiftly out to do that. You see what he did? Did you see what he just did? Chat? Did y'all see him? This motherfucker has the glove already. Who the?
Can I get a new pair of shoes too?
Let me go back. He had a glove. And what do you need a glove for? No, Frank.
You guys, they're looting. Can I get a new pair of shoes too?
Hot red camera. He has the gloves, y'all. Medical looking gloves too. Oh wow. That is crazy. Yes, it's a lot.
I'm not doing shit. Yo, grab me a shirt. No, I'm just kidding.
He like, I'm not doing nothing. Y'all bring me something back out of there. I could say y'all gifted to me or something. I ain't going in there. I'll blame them. Don't you take your crazy ass in there. If you on camera and they gonna know with your phone, they're gonna ping all y'all phones. That's crazy.
No, I'm just kidding. Man, let me just get a shirt up in here, dog. I watch your bike. Yeah, I got you, bro.
Look at the amount of shit they got in their hand. This is somebody's store. Hard-earned money. If you came out here to claim we want to be in this country, what is the purpose of this? We want fair justice. We want to be treated inhumane. They have people that are out there doing it. So
yeah, I got you, bro.
Look at the amount of shit she got in her hand. Look at this. Look at this. That's what looters do. I know y'all, but it's just like, it's the same blueprint.
Hey, whoa, bike.
You hear the Mexican music playing in the background? It's almost like some circus clown type music, but I'm gonna let it play through, y'all.
He's like, I need all that. He's got boxes, Jordan. Oh, they're wild the fuck out here. The guy's going to the cash register. Yeah, boys!
Let's go, Baba. Let's go, Baba.
Oh shit, I've been muted the whole time, y'all. You heard that? A girl screamed and then something happened. Somebody said, don't be a fucking sellout. And that's when the shots started. Oh, the alarm went off in the store as well. Maybe that's what it was. Notice they didn't even touch the Skechers store. They didn't even want to go in the Skechers store. They went into the most expensive store. See Skechers? Skechers store. They didn't break into Skechers. I wonder what store.
Hey!
Hey, keep that shit pushing!
You guys.
Just crazy sad. While their families are out here trying to. Yeah, that's sad. I mean, that's truly sad. That is true. And I hate that because, you know, for all of that, you know, you didn't need to. For all of that, you didn't need to come down there and just, you know what I'm saying, to cause that kind of disruption. You're setting yourself up for failure. People have cameras. People are going to report it. The New York Post, the line, and that's all. Yeah, okay. Like that's just sad. That shit's completely sad. Crazy. Okay, so let me see if I can find where we left off. Yeah, it's sad. It's a sad time to live in. People just don't care anymore. And they really don't. They really don't.
Streaming on Paramount Plus. Pretend CBS Fool. I'm Erin Moriarty of 48 Hours, and of all the cases I've covered, this is the one that troubles me.
I don't know how long. Let's see, no, one of my fingers different. Chat. Thank you guys for hanging in with me. It's 2. I don't even know how long I've been on. I don't even know how long I've been on here. But I just thought I'd give y'all some extra coverage outside of the Diddy thing. Because it's like I said, it was weighing on me really heavy when I was doing the coverage on the Diddy thing. It's like my energy was just really running. And I was just like, man, I'm so tired. Let me just switch gears a little bit. A little bit. Thank you. Austin. This is Austin. Pretty sure. This is Austin. Yeah. This is Austin. So apparently there's an 8 o'clock curfew in LA right now. And that is coming into fruition. I'm down in the South. I'm in Louisiana, and here it is 9:47. Currently in California, at the time of this video, it is 7:46 p.m. in California. So they're literally about 13. No, I'm sorry. They're literally about 13 minutes before the curfew is supposed to take effect. I think it was 8:15. Chat.
Double machine.
Yeah. All right. So, yep, they got a curfew. For sure. It said Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass declared a local emergency and imposed a curfew for parts of downtown Los Angeles effective tonight, January 10th, 2025, from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. Okay. So, like I said, currently there it is 7:46 at the time of this video, and I'm in Louisiana and it's 9:40. So that were curfew in effect from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. To address vandalism and looting aimed ongoing anti-ICE protests. The curfew follows 5 days of demonstrations sparked by immigration and customs enforcement raids, which has escalated with National Guard and Marine deployments. Curfew timing, 8 p.m. Starting today to 6 a.m. and then tomorrow, June 11th. Duration, the curfew is set for one night, but may extend for several days, as Mayor Bass indicated during a press conference, cited significant damages across the city. Tear gas, rubber bullets fired at protesters flared. Yep. Geographic scope, the curfew covers a 1 square mile area in downtown Los Angeles. I'm not from California, so I wouldn't even know these streets. But it looks like, if I had to guess, it's strictly downtown area, northbound 10th Street, 3rd Street. Because even Main Street, Los Angeles Street, even down in Louisiana, we have those streets: 3rd Street, 4th Street, 5th Street, Main Street. I think that's just a commonality with different cities and different downtowns. See. Says the zone includes key protest sites like the Metropolitan Detention Centers, Los Angeles Federal Buildings, and City Hall. So yeah, they that's normal. You know what I mean? Like, I would expect them to definitely shut those down. Sure.
Right there, trying to get the crowd to disperse this area. And just a couple of moments ago, I did see the
Want to know the secret of authentic content that performs everywhere, not just social? Let's be real. Today's audiences can spot staged brand photos from a mile away, and they're scrolling right past them. Popular Pays connects brands with over 160,000.
Excuse me. Were you in there earlier? Can you talk to us?
I wasn't. I'm with my friend. We're handing out waters.
Amount of protesters that can actually get onto the freeway, but the cops have got to get there first.
Absolutely. There's the chain link fence that has a section missing.
Apparently, they found the person who was throwing rocks at the federal agency, and they showed a picture of him, but I'm not sure if this is the person. You can't even see their face. You know what I mean? He should have been a damn baseball player. I mean, that fits. Now, this is insane. How is he able to pick up these heavy ass stones? I mean, I know not all of them heavy, but I don't know how they was able to identify him. Like, did somebody see him when he got to his bike into the semi? Hold on. Los Angeles rock door suspect has been identified as 40-year-old. I'm not even gonna butcher the name. Imagine being 40 years old and acting like this. U.S. Attorney Bill says that they are searching for Mr. Potato Head. Ray, oh, I don't know who this is. Sir, they charged Mr. Potato Head. Can run but can't hide. He threw rocks at federal agents. He threw rocks at federal officers and leaving a commanded post in Paramount on Saturday. A brazen attack caught on film, and that could have resulted in deaths. Renee, I don't know, 40, is charged with assault on a federal officer and faces up to 8 years in prison if convicted. How do they come up with these figures? Like, how do you know this is the 8-year prison sentence? And how do you know this is this person? The FBI was offering a $50,000 for information leading to his capture. What? They're not playing with these folks. $50,000. I mean, that's crazy. I'm gonna do some research into that because I heard that was crazy. I'm just flabbergasted or something. That the police did the trending. Let's see what else is trending. Actually, I'm just going to see what else is trending. Wells Fargo is trending. NFTs. We want to get BT is trending. Yeah, that was I didn't even watch BT. I don't know when someone was interested in watching BT. I didn't watch BT long. I really didn't. Let's see what's going on in Arizona. I don't watch it. I probably should not watch it. Let's see what they're talking about again. Push Patel. Let's see, police. Okay, we heard about that. Nothing new. None of these rivals have jobs. Be assured that tax laws will end up in their pockets. Black are loud. Going with the rivals when the video shows nothing but peaceful protests. The rivals are not even close to the students. The rivals are not even close to the students from them. Not even, I don't know what they're talking about. Police in Dallas are restoring residents to civilized order. Violent rivals have in Dallas. Yeah. It's for the people. I don't follow names. Media. Temple Street, this is the one that has a curfew. But California also has this weird thing where I mean, being that they are such a huge state, I think I've seen something. Let me see if I can find out here. Where they're actually saying they're going to be pepper spraying people different colors. Pepper spray. Here it is. So they said, oh, this is in Japan. Okay. So Japan spray riders and looters with blue dye so they can be identified and arrested later. I'm afraid I just kill myself.
Chet, there's thousands of them.
Right here, bro, right
$600,000 to make one vehicle. $600,000. This is what they're doing. They're using the apps to call the parties downtown. The vehicles were showing up and they were bombing them.
So the riots got started in Los Angeles not because ICE was going in and arresting people who came here illegally, but because the fashion district had an investigation going on where they were smuggling and laundering money in from Mexico and Colombia. They did not report over 80 million in goods, and they did not pay over 17 million in taxes. So it's tax evasion. And of course, the Mexican president decided she would put in her 2 cents and say that the Mexican protesters that basically attacked ICE were heroes. So basically, these rioters were just interrupting an investigation, and they've gaslighted this community of high-strung people to believe that it was because people were being deported, which then lands the Unified School District of LA to get on a press conference and say, if you don't feel safe, we can use our schools as a safe place, even over the summer, basically saying they're going to harbor illegals. And all of a sudden, it's just turned into something that it wasn't before.
Wow. She said a lot.
I'm downtown walking around. This is bullshit. Look what the fuck they did to the Kobe mural down here. How disrespectful can you be?
Oh my God.
What a fucking joke. Disrespecting the GOAT, man, and his daughter. This is unbelievable.
I believe they just did this mural. 'Cause I just saw this during the BET thing. That is crazy. I need to go on TikTok. TikTok. On TikTok. I'm not really well. I literally, it took me a long time to accept that I would use TikTok for a long time. I ain't gonna tell you on TikTok. Okay. I don't know how to use it. All right, let me show my phone. Let's see what's coming up. Is this a drug?
So if this doesn't apply to you, so if this
U.S.
So if this doesn't apply to you, then it clearly does not apply to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Don't say.
Those black people showed up for a black issue. We cannot fight ICE for people that broke into America and didn't get their citizenship like they were supposed to. What are y'all talking about? We can't fight the government because they're putting people that broke in out. Boop, boop.
So if this doesn't apply to you, then it clearly does not apply to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't say.
Those black people showed up for a black issue. We cannot fight ICE for people that broke into America.
I mean, she's speaking some facts because at the end of the day, this was about illegals that came into the United States, undocumented, illegal, doing, illegal things. And this is where this all literally is, sparked out from. So it's sad to say that, she's right. Not sad to say, but it's just the truth hurts. People just need to understand that. I can't hear. Sorry for the background.
Quite literally about to enter Los Angeles. But real quick, you know how the National Guard is being sent to LA? Some of them are being called, but sending the government to voicemail. Like they know they're gonna send them there and they're just like, nope, fuck that. But anyway, here's where we're at this point. The U.S. Defense Secretary has mobilized 700 Marines and they're set to enter Los Angeles within the next 24 hours. And their main objective is to provide defense to federal property. They are not authorized to conduct law enforcement activities. The Insurrection Act has still not been invoked, so they're prohibited from conducting real law enforcement. There's about 300 National Guardsmen in the field right now with thousands more that could be activated at any time. At least 50 total arrests have been made in the past few days. Now, because of the Trump administration's swift move to send in the National Guard, they've had to sleep on the ground. They've had no federal funding for food, water, or other resources. Meanwhile, Trump is calling for the arrest of Governor Gavin Newsom. Basically, it's about to be another long night of riots and protests. U.S. Marines are quite...
Yeah, I 100% agree. This is going to go on for as long as these Mexicans want. Remember, I used to live next door to some Mexicans. And when I say, I was flabbergasted at just how long they can party. It's like they would party for a whole weekend and go to work during the daytime. It would be pretty quiet. And it's like a whole nother group of Mexicans will come in. Hispanics will come in and start partying from Monday to Friday, from Monday to Wednesday. And then it's like, I don't know. These people have so much energy. Don't nobody got time for that. Seriously. It looks like
Armed U.S. troops are now providing security for ICE.
Those were Jaguars. That's what kind of vehicle they are. And they're burnt crispy. God damn. They got the whole police force up there. I know Los Angeles Police Department, I believe they said it's 80% Hispanics.
Look at
This is the type of stuff that they're talking about they're going to have to clean up. This is the type of stuff. You know how much manpower? It's going to take a lot. A lot. You know what's so sad? These vehicles that they're tearing up, these are going to be, I don't know if these are federal, but no, I think these are like local police officer vehicles. The same vehicles they need to get to emergencies for people that have real emergencies. What's the point of tearing up their car? They're not nice. They're literally your local polices that help you, you know, they help you during regular emergencies. And you guys are literally tearing up taxpayers' fund, taking taxpayers' money, and what? This makes no sense. This is not protesting. This is straight up vandalism and criminal. This diabolical.
Your family hates you. Your family hates you. Your family hates you.
He's literally on camera writing "fuck Trump," knowing they got his picture, and you that angry, you willing to do this in front of the police. This is a crime, sir.
Your family hates you. Your family hates you. Your family hates you. Your family hates you. Your family hates you.
Breaking down what the fuck is going on TikTok today, Los Angeles ICE raids explained. Friday, there were surprise ICE raids in Los Angeles, which is heavily populated by a lot.
How this is flawed. Hispanics people. When we have a state.
The reason why you're not seeing so many black people at these protests is because that's what Donald Trump wants. Okay? Donald Trump wants us to be the front line, to be beaten on, and things of that nature. And the fact that you guys have not acknowledged that, you're looking behind for black people, and you've never sat down and said, well, why aren't black people jumping to the front of the line during these protests? I made a video after Kamala Harris lost that illustrated that black people are tired. We are tired. We're exhausted. And so we decided to take a different approach. We decided to not be the front lines. We decided to be the ones at home. We decided to be the voices, things of that nature. Organize also amongst ourselves and get ourselves together, because clearly people did not vote with us. Now you're seeing the effects of that. The reason why you're able to notice things within the Trump administration is because they can't center black people as the problem. That's what it is. They can't centralize black people as the issue. And they've been trying. They've been trying every which way to get us out there to protest, and we have not budged. Of course, we're against these illegal deportations. We were the ones who told y'all this was going to happen. A black woman running for president told you that this was going to happen. And a lot of you guys said, fuck it. Mind that the reason why black people have taken a step back collectively is because of what we've seen over the past couple of years. And you guys didn't learn your lesson until you had to deal with it yourselves. This is white people. This is Hispanic people. This is Asian people. Now everybody's sick. We told you. The reason why you're not seeing...
So they sent 700 Marine soldiers to California. 700 of the most dangerous Marine soldiers to California to help with the protesters and riots. Look at this shit. Listen to this shit.
There are Marine Corps installations, then there's 29 Palms, which is arguably one of the worst places to ever be sent as a U.S. Marine, where dreams are reeking of desperation, and the Marines hate life. It is where we take U.S. Marines that are basically trained to be killers, and we put them in a cage, and we shock them, and we beat them. We don't feed them. You know, I mean, they absolutely hate their lives. We turn them into fighting dogs at 29 Palms. Y'all are given 2-7 from the stumps. The green light to go to L.A. LA's done in 20 minutes, y'all. 20 minutes. I give it 20 minutes.
Did you just listen to what that man said? That is a former Marine. That man said that those soldiers that they're sending over there, they mean business. They're not coming over there to talk.
Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put a little bit of her.
Just finding out that locally around 60 people were arrested, according to SFPD, who said that late last night. They say those arrests were made after officers were injured and there was property damage. Now, all this started...
It's about to get real out there. It's about to get real.
They throwing bombs on the dead homies.
There's women out there. Like, why?
Just come legally. Just come legally. Hot take. I don't give a flying fuck about paperwork. You know what you came about paperwork? 1930s Germany? Where are your papers? Where are your papers? Slavery used to be legal. When did paperwork negate humanity? When did paperwork mean you can rip families apart? People that have been here 5, 10, 15, 20 years. What the fuck is wrong with you? Number one, we're all fucking illegal. We stole this fucking land from the Native Americans. And you know what else? You know, it's called Los Angeles. I don't see a lot of people calling it the Angels. And how many dumbasses are out there talking about, well, they're using our money, we're funding all of this. No, we're fucking not. They do not get access to welfare benefits. They pay nearly $100 billion in taxes. Oh, well, how? They don't have a social security number. Are you guys just fucking say bullshit without researching a goddamn thing? Taxpayer identification number or TINs. They can get those through their employer. They pay taxes. You know what else they do? They pay sales taxes because they have to buy shit. And so they buy a bunch of shit that also helps our economy. The fact that orange fucking buffoon has taken your fucking hateful brains and morphed it into just pure, unadulterated, dumbass takes is mind-blowing. For the fake Christians out there, I'll go ahead and quote the Bible. Leviticus chapter 19, verses 33 and 34. When a foreigner resides among you on your land, do not mistreat them. You must treat the foreigner as you would treat your own native born. For you were once a foreigner in Egypt. I am the Lord your God. Oh, does that sound familiar, you fucking fake-ass Christian? And as always, fuck I.
He went off, child.
A weekend of escalating tension in Los Angeles. Thousands of protesters upset of the.
I didn't cross the desert to be dragged away by ICE in a Walmart parking lot. ICE just rolled up, no warning. I ain't trying to get sent back, bro. I booked it. You take me, ICE, who's picking your wine grapes in the morning.
I cook your lunch every day and now you chase me down like I poison people?
I work here 10 years, never miss day. Then ICE show up like I do something wrong.
You know that's AI.
They say just want.
Why is everyone acting weird towards me?
No, we're not. Chill, come on.
We have some breaking news, guys. As history repeats itself, we obviously know that any of these rioters, these protesters, never comes out organically, okay? It is always paid protesters and rioters, and we were absolutely right once again. 2 days ago, I went looking for Craigslist ad. I could not find it because usually they put it under peaceful protest. Well, this time they had it under disguise as general labor. They were looking for construction guys to build a building, apparently, but Right Angle News was able to find it, and this is what the ad says. Let's get into it. The ad is, again, disguised under general labor. They are looking for the toughest badass in Los Angeles County. They are seeking extremely tough, brave men for new crew.
So this was the infamous raid from Home Depot that they were talking about. It must be this one. Let me see. Because you know that every Home Depot, even in Louisiana, if our Home Depot, they be having from maybe out there. You got some work that you need to get done, or some kind of carpentry or something to build. They're always out there, literally in groups at the Home Depot, and sometimes they even have their own vehicles, so they're able to just get their little crew together, get them all on their trucks, and they're able to just go to your place and just start work, So I've been on here for 2 hours, y'all. I want to thank you guys for just tuning in. I'm going to try to get back on here tomorrow. And we're just going to get back on here. We're just going to surf the web and see what we do. We're going to surf and turf, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching the video, guys. I hope you guys have a safe night. Please make sure that you, comment, like the channel. I'm almost 1,000 subscribers, y'all. And I just need a little bit more to get pushed over. A little bit more, maybe less than 100 now, maybe 90, I think, to get pushed over to 1,000 subbies, so I can get, I want to get that done literally by the end of the summer. That's my goal. If not by the end of the summer, by the end of the year. You know what I mean? So thank you guys so much for just rocking with me through the whole 2 hours. If you stayed through the whole thing, give me a thumbs up on the video. And yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow guys, and make sure you follow the channel and hit the like button. See you guys later. Bye.